when they start, they don't stop being that way. So she was saying, like, you could be born that way. So I'm like, that was strange, but whatever. So, and she was just saying, going on to say, like, how a child, some kind of way she was saying, like, how a child, basically explaining how a child gets that way. And she explaining it from the age of 8, 9, these young, tender ages, which these are the same numbers she always used, around 8 or 9. So I don't know what happened in her life, y'all. But that's how she, put it as. And then at this particular point, she's speaking from a social worker standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you been saying you do social work, yada, 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 but as you explaining this, like, how it happened, you done read up on this. That's how she was explaining this. So it kind of tripped me out about that. But I truly believe she's gonna have more stories to come. I've always said she's looking for personal advice on this app. I've always said that. But she's using Treese to see how people feel about the flaws. So she using Treese as her blueprint to point out all of her flaws to see how everybody feels about it. So she also said, and she was just so passionate. That really tripped me out. How passionate she was talking about Treese and her daughter, whatever happened with that, because I didn't see it. But she was like, if somebody told her to get her kids some help, she would do it. Screaming, how she get or whatever. And I'm like, ma'am, it's been numerous content creators on this app that I know for a fact have told you on numerous occasions to get you and your kids some help. But you won't take that advice, though. And you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me. So she was going on raging about that. I'm like, damn, that, she deep with it, I said, wow. But I'm like, if you don't want to take nobody advice, how can you expect Treese to take yours? That's why I say she never listened to you. I mean, how can she listen to you and you can't take no advice that nobody trying to give to you? I say that's crazy, y'all. It just tripped me out how she was just so, it touched her. It touched her soul when she was talking about that. I'm like, wow. It was just deep. It was deep. So that was that. So there we go with that. So then, turn around. I already told y'all she gonna have more stories to come. So turn around. Here go her next live, right? Now, I'm going to say this first. And y'all, I'm a reaction channel. Plus more. I ain't going to just say strictly reaction, right? But I heard her next live. And she was trying to get advice from her squad, right? So, I'm just saying this. If you ever run across this video, just to kind of answer your question, because I see your supporters, they was giving you answers, but I'm like, nobody never really said you should have took control of that situation, right? So what I'm going to say is, and this, pertaining to me, my family, my mother, whatever. My mom, my oldest sister, God rest her soul, when she had her first son, her baby daddy, his mom, this was the baby daddy first grandchild from her son, right? It was my mom's second grandchild, because my brother, he have a son, and my sister, she had a son. So it, for years and years, I was young. I met my nephew's family when I was about 9 years old. But I can remember my mom and his grandmother, they was not really beefed out, but kind of like, I ain't gonna say, they was kind of like, how can I say it? They was like, I don't know, just say his grandmother on the daddy side wanted to get him, it was kind of like my mama, she wanted to get him when she wanted to, and then the other grandma, she wanted to get him, whatever. But that went on for some years or whatever. But being grown women, real, grandmothers, what have you, they were able to work out their differences. And finally, my nephew, and like I said, I don't really know what the extent of it was because I was so young. And my mama, she never put us in grown people business. So I never knew the extent of it, but I did know. I can remember one time she met my nephew's other grandmother to pick him up or whatever. He was coming to spend the night with us or whatever like that. So I do kind of remember them kind of going back and forth. And I don't think they ever really had words about it, like to cussing each other and all of that. No, they never did that. I do know that. But just kind of like, it was more so, I guess my mama wanted him to be up here more with her, and she wanted him to stay with her, whatever. But as I became an adult, my nephew's other grandmother, my mama never told me now the whole, details or whatever to it. But my nephew grandma, I love her to death. She's still here, whatever. I love her like she my family, which I do, consider them as family. I've been knowing them so long. So she finally, as I got older, grown, some kind of way we end up discussing that part. She used to always say periodic, oh, your mama didn't like me and yada, 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 woo. But over time, once I become teenager, adult years, my mom, I never really saw it, basically. But when I really did see it, my mom, she used to invite her, because my mama, she was in a social club. She used to invite her to other events. It just became a good, healthy relationship, basically, to make a long story short. So that's from my mom's daughter's child. So now with my brother's child, the way that worked with my mom, and of course that's not my mom's daughter, his mom, my other nephew's mom, that's not my mom's daughter. So how that relationship went, actually my mom and them, she always liked his mom or whatever like that. She never had no problem, never had no issues. My brother, they had a baby together, which is my nephew. He's grown now. He's both of them in their 30s now. And that relationship, wasn't no issues. My mama, at this time, my brother, he was locked up. But my mom, she used to always go pick my nephew up every weekend. We used to go see my brother, whatever. She go pick my nephew up. We used to always have him or whatever like that. So wasn't no issues on that end. But what I'm saying is when you're dealing with grown adults, you should be able to talk about it, come to an agreement, some type of agreement, whatever mishaps y'all had, whatever, you should be able to work it out on the strength of the kids. So that's the point that I'm trying to make, and it can happen. So it's not impossible, it can happen. So with that being said, Roz was she came on a live, and she was like she had been MIA for a few days and got on a live, and she was saying she had to get blood work and fill out paperwork and all this and that. I don't know, that had to be a previous live, I don't know, but I did hear her say that. So, like I say, Treese is Roz's personal blueprint. She uses Treese to tell her story. So Roz on here telling a story about her grandchildren, how they called their mama in the middle of the morning. So I'm like, first of all, why would you let your grandchild leave now, that time of morning? So I want to know who walked him out. Was there no communication before he left out the door? Who walked him to the door? What happened in, that little time frame now, And I know you're very paranoid, so I know you had to be, see him out or whatever. But you see how easy it is to be judged. You see what I'm saying? Because people could take just that little story you told and just come up with all type of scenarios. You see how easy that is, right? And she just on her live telling a little story about her grandson, how she didn't know he had his phone, took it in the bathroom, called his mama, and and all this and that. Okay, but on your live, you going, you steady. I just think it's some bullshit. Like got an attitude with it or something happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I took it. Something happened for you. Why you even? And they on my lives. They watch my lives. But why was this your first stop? I'm saying if it wasn't that serious, you don't tell everything else. That part of it, that's dealing with somebody that's out. That girl is out. That young lady is outside of your household. So why would you bring that to the internet before you actually bring other things out about yourself? I don't get that either. But she was just going on, and I'm just listening, and I heard just the part. I just heard enough just to listen to her story, right? So she talking, and that's why. Wait, how should she say? Basically, she felt used. What was that word she said? She said, what she said? She felt used. She used the word. I wanted to think. I can't think of it. But I'm like, you're in charge of your funds. You're in charge of your money. You know what I'm saying? And if your grandkids, you should have called. Number one, you should have called your grandson yourself. You talking about you haven't talked to him in 5 days. Why? Why would you let 5 days go by? He have his own phone. Why you didn't call him? Even if you didn't want to call the mama, that's still your grandson. That's a connection there. You may not have a stronger connection with the daughter-in-law, but this is your grandson. So why couldn't you call his phone? You know what I'm saying? You should at least been able to call him, and you definitely shouldn't have let 5 whole days go by. So, and another thing I understand with her, she always doing stuff weeks, months, years later. Like, you talking about this happened Father's Day. Y'all know when Father's Day was what? Father's Day was June 18th? It just be so much with her. I'm like, she always, and then that's what makes it so unbelievable to me. And not to say I don't believe her, but this is also why it is so important about all that lying. Because when you really telling the truth, I don't know if you are or not, ain't nobody gonna believe you. You see what I'm saying? And me personally, I can't buy it. I just can't. I can't buy it. I just can't, because you done lied so much out here. I can't buy it. I'm sorry. But, so it was just a lot of strange stuff going on with that story to me. And then, I just don't know. I don't know. I guess, I don't know if it's how she delivered. I don't believe her, period. That's just me personally. How y'all feel is how y'all feel. This is just me. Okay? So that's how I feel about it. I don't give a damn. I don't believe them. People just don't pick up their kids in the middle of the morning from grandmas. Y'all better wait till tomorrow. As the mother, she should feel like if you're at your grandmother's house, I'm pretty sure she's feeling that they're in a safe place. And if it's something, it should automatically be something that can wait until tomorrow, unless it's just something it got to happen right now. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I don't know. The story it just didn't add up to me. That's just me. But like I said, she might not be lying. I don't know. But it's just me. I don't believe her. So, I don't know. I don't know, whatever. But how she was just, and they in my chat and this and that, as if you trying to get in front of the train. Like, they might come out with it, but I done told the story first. You know what I'm saying? That's how she was putting it over. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. But, like I say, I'm just giving my little reaction. That's just how I feel about it. But, it was just crazy to me. I say, That's why it just ain't good to lie, y'all. It ain't. I tell my kids all the time since they were kids, my baby that's 10 now, do not lie. Number one, I tell them, because if you're lying, I can't help you. Two, if you really telling the truth, and you know deep down in your heart you telling the truth, ain't nobody gonna believe you because you are such a liar and you are a known liar. So it's just not good, y'all. It's just not good. Just tell the truth. It ain't gonna hurt nothing to nobody just to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just better off to tell the truth. I can't stand a liar. That's one thing I cannot stand. But anywho, I'll be the drift out. Oh, babe, I cannot stand a liar. But anyway, and then now she talking about her granddaughter talking back, and she can't deal with it. So you just rather stay from around them? That what she said. She said, yeah, and if they talking back, I could take it one time or something, but to keep doing it, oh, you can't be around me. I can't deal with that. So you just rather, they kids. You know what I'm saying? They are kids. You are the adult in the situation. If they have not been around you, you should be training them in a way to where they're going to respect you. And when I say training, I don't mean, I ain't going to use that word. I don't mean, you got to whoop them to make them listen. No. But how you was saying it, you making it like, I just don't want to deal with them. I just rather they stay from around me. Like it's just over, like a relationship or something. Like, damn, it was kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just rather stay complete. That's just like you don't ever want to see them again. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I took it, how she was saying it, but a real grandma takes control of the situation, especially if they under your roof. But that just kind of show you just haven't been a part of their life, and that's okay, because if you have not, you still have time. You have time to fix it. Otherwise, they would, if you was there, they would already know what you will and won't put up, and whether they want to come stay at your house or not. So that's all I'm saying. But I know, I can promise you, they mama, she wanted that break. I'm sure she did. Who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? If a parent could get a break, hey, I'm all for it. My baby, she go to her friend's house now sometime, and she get over there, her friend might go to sleep, she get bored and call me, man, come get, nope. Had to tell her before she go over there, don't call me, because I'm not coming pick you up. Not for that. You know what I'm saying? I already know what she want, but that type of, y'all know what I'm talking about. So, but I can promise you that mama, she definitely want a break. So you can't tell me that lady came out at that time of the morning to pick those kids up from grandma's, where she trusts is safe until the morning. It just look like you're trying to get in front of something to me. Like you always say, Trish trying to get in front of something. You got to look at it both ways now, Roz. Come on. And think before you get out here and speak. Think about what you have been doing versus what you're going to say out here. Because you got to make that, you say you like to make it make sense now. Come on now. So I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. And now she ready to eat right, start walking, lose weight. What, you had an epiphany? What's going on with you? Kudos to you if you did. What's going on? But I'm still stuck on how both of the parents want to come get their kids. What happened? Something happened. I don't know. Maybe if you took sick. I don't know. But it's more to her coming at 2 a.m. That's all I'm saying. It's something more, and it ain't, I just can't buy that one. I'm sorry. I can't buy it, y'all. Nope, something ain't right with that. Then it's some bullshit. Like, why you gotta say it like that? That's like aggressive. And just to be honest, I believe, it's just me. Again, I believe it's the wrong time for you to start trying to be transparent with all the stuff that's, being floating around about you. You know what I'm saying? I just, But if that's what you want to do, again, it might be good. I don't know. Do you? That's all I can say. Just do you. I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. The only way it will work, you gotta be real with yourself first. That's the only way that is gonna work. If you want to come out here, be transparent, you got to be real with yourself first. That's the only way that's going to work. I'm sorry. So, on that note, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and go. Finna make these few little runs, and I will holler back at you guys a little bit later. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll holler back.